Um, what what's sort of your reaction to yesterday? What's the confidence level, and what's sort of the degree you feel control over the series that you'll have the ability to win tomorrow?
I mean, I just believe in the group of guys that we have. You know, we got a lot of power on the court and on the bench, and we just got to come out with a sense of urgency. You know, we knew they was gonna come out strong. You know, it's their first playoff series in a long time. You know, they were gonna be hungry for it, and I feel like we wasn't ready for what they had for us to start the game. You know, and played behind the whole time. Never could get over that hump. I mean, I just believe in the guys that we have, and I feel like we can get the job done. You know, by just slowing them down. You know, playing our basketball.
You kind of just said it a little bit, but talking about that sense of urgency. That was sort of the first half against the Warriors, too, where they were able to dictate the game. Why do you think that's happened twice in a row in pretty big games? And how do you guys fix that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just we played the Warriors multiple times, but I don't know if it was like a fill-out game. I know it was an early noon game. You know, guys were just waking up maybe. Energy just wasn't there to start the game. But we kind of picked it up like end of the second, going into halftime. I just feel like, we just got to come prepared. You know, we do a lot of film work, you know, and less practice that we've had. You know, so it's a lot of film work. So we got to be able to apply to the court once we leave the film room. I feel like we wasn't ready at all.
JCB, how do you make sense of the 7 for 26 from 3 number for the team, and what do you do to just make more shots as a group?
Create better opportunities. You know, I mean, we had a bunch that was open. I think, you know, majority or half was open threes. We just didn't knock down the shots. You know, we just got to be ready to shoot, knowing that they're gonna show a lot of attention to AD and LeBron. So on the back end, we got to be ready to shoot. And that just being prepared, you know, get in the gym. You know, when we have time to get in the gym, get your shots up. You know, just being ready, knowing that the ball is going to come when they double.
Because it's been so long, you played in like a road environment like that. Do you think that had any factor on the makes and misses?
I would say, I mean, I wouldn't blame it as much on the crowd. I mean, everybody, we've played in the crowd, you know, like that before, besides the pandemic that we had. But, you know, it was a different environment there, you know, just having the fans right on top of you, you know, even the courtside seat that was close. You know, it probably affected a little bit, but not as much. But, I mean, it felt good, you know, just to have that crowd energy.
Hey, KCB, good to see you. Last year when you guys went into the playoffs, granted there was the hiatus, but you guys were a pretty well-established group. I mean, you guys have played together, you know, for however many games, and everybody knew everybody really well. You know, Drum was just talking about, you know, lineups not getting, you know, not having time to work on certain lineups, maybe as much as you want going into the playoffs. You've had the injuries, you've had all the safety protocols. How different does it feel to be in a playoff environment now when you guys are still figuring things out, maybe having to learn on the fly? Obviously,
it's a little different, you know, but we've been doing that all season, you know, like learning on the fly. It's got like less practice, like I said, that we've had. It's more just film work and then applying it to the games. But yeah, it's a little different, you know, just going in there with a group of guys. Like our starting 5, you know, this is the 4th game we'll play, you know, together, maybe 5th. So it's been a lot of lineups that we've had to lean on. But yeah, it get difficult, you know, just still trying to figure guys out. You know, we don't know, you know, how they want the ball, where they want it, you know, and far as like having two bigs on the floor, finding that spacing between AD and Drum. We learning on the fly, like I said, and it's going to get better. We take our film session real seriously, and we apply it.
What's up, KCP? Hey, you have this dual role of being in this series to knock down open shots, also to defend Devin Booker. How important is your play to the success of this team?
I think my play is very much needed. Just as far as like having that energy on the defensive end, where I need to just start. Because tough matchup, tough series. With Devin Booker, he's a scorer, and he can do it in all type of ways. So just trying to have my focus more on the defensive end, and then when I'm open, shoot the ball, knock down shots. What I've been doing my whole career, and been in the organization for 4 years. That's been my job. 3-and-D. So and I take that very seriously. So it's gonna be tough. But I lean my hat on my defense. So it's gonna be good.
All right, we have time for 2 more to go on.
I guess speaking of the defensive end, where did you feel like your guys' breakdowns were against Devin Booker? Like, kind of what specifically, and then kind of what can you do to improve in that area as a team?
I feel like we did a great job on Book. He just made a lot of tough contested twos. I don't think he had an easy shot. Besides like the 1-3 he had at the top of the key that I can remember. But we made it tough for him. He had to take tough twos. He's a great player, an all-star. He gonna knock down some of them shots. But we just gotta be, more physical. I feel like we wasn't physical enough with him, and we gotta be able to just get stops. When we need them. Not have get him a rhythm. To try to take him out of his game as much as possible.
And last question, please, Martin Medina.
Okay, so how would you compare what the mental toll has been like this season compared to the unique challenges in the bubble, and what have you tried to do to navigate all those different circumstances?
It's been a lot of mental toughness, as far as like injuries that we've had, including myself, like the safety protocols, a lot of things that deter just like our mental health. We gotta make steps forward, and now we're taking a step back. So it's trying to find that balance in between them, just like trying to stay focused on the task at hand.